5, 4, 3, 2. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Underdone Toast here, coming out live for episode 78 on our long, tedious road to 2000 ELO in chess. I played a little bit for you guys. Didn't really make much progress. I think we won 2 and we lost 2. So I was a little frustrated about that because I felt like I was playing pretty well. So I decided to play 2 more games after the live stream had ended. It was when I was just going to bed. And I was able to get our ELO up a little bit higher. Just a little update on how our progress is going. I think our all-time high has been 1375. We are currently at 1351, so we're nearing that. And I'm very happy with where we're at in our ELO progression recently. I feel like we're making a lot of progress, very steep slope. If you want, really quick, I could just go over the 2 games I played yesterday, just so that you guys can see. Like I said, I was playing pretty well. I got 91% in one game. I might go back to the Queen's Gambit at some point, but I'm liking the Roy Lopez. It's been working out really well for me so far. So I got way better position than him. I was able to trap his king. I mean, what is this? 10 moves into the game. Brought in my knight. I was kind of wiggling them around a little bit, trying to find the right spot. And I decided it'd be better to just bring over my rook and get a checkmate that way, which I was able to do. So that game was pretty straightforward. The game before that, I was playing as black, and I actually need to do the analysis for this one. I haven't checked it. Oh, wait, no, that's bullet. As you guys can tell, whenever I play bullet, I don't do too well. It's definitely got to practice. I feel like in bullet, the big difference is just not to blunder. Like, play fast, don't blunder, and you'll most likely win. So I got to work on that. But the other game that I played last night, let's see, we just did the other one. So it looks like, oh, it's because my opponent timed out. I just got really lucky. I was like, wait, I won, but black was winning towards the end. No, so I was playing as white. What was this called? Berlin Defense. And I was doing pretty well in the first half. And then I just made like a really fat blunder. And unfortunately, that just kind of ruined everything. And it was right here, I believe. Or no, looks like a few more moves. See, the problem with where he is now is he's forking this hanging pawn with my rook. So I decided to trade, and then he just started scooping up my pawns. Maybe I could have trapped his bishop here. Okay, so I guess I was in a better position. But yeah, I definitely lost that pretty quick within like just a few moves. I was losing pretty terribly. I let him get his pawn a little bit too far for comfort. Traded off pieces, and then he just had a better position in the pawn endgame. So yeah, it was my bad. I was doing pretty well, and then what was the best move here? Yeah, just to protect the pawn. So, oh well. Like I said, though, we did win. We just had to make him run out of time. Love the Kirkland, ladies and gentlemen. Is my lag okay? I think we're doing all right. And make sure that all of our tabs are closed here. Yeah. All right. Let's see what move he does here. Okay, I think I'll just keep the pressure on. Go ahead and push this pawn, take control of the center. Let's see, I did this in a recent game, and I feel like it worked out pretty well. So let's see. I think we can win a pawn. I mean, we're not in like the best position, but we're up a pawn. Probably bring in our other knight. And then we'll castle. I gotta get like all my names down for these openings. So I'll try to get my rook here. His dark squared bishop is not in a very good spot right now. I'd say that so far we are off to a good start. See if he moves his queen. If so, then we'll try to push our knight up to c7. But we'll see what he does. Yeah, I'd really like to place my knight here if possible. But right now, he's probably just deciding on whether to castle or not. If he does castle, then we'll be castling on opposite sides. That makes things interesting. I really want this Kirkland, but it's frozen. That's right. Just a little bit at a time is fine, because then you can relish it, you know. Maybe I could... Sorry about that. It's probably pretty loud. Let's do this. Maybe it'll help it melt a little bit faster. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, first sponsor today is Kirkland Water. Go check them out at Costco.com. Fairly cheap, great for the summertime. Okay, so he does want a castle on the king side. Now, let's go ahead and see what weaknesses we can take advantage of. We could push here and then move our knight up. Could go here, but I wouldn't really want to do a trade. Or else he could get this pawn. I guess the best thing to do would just be bring the other rook in at the moment. Let's see. Could go here for now and then bring my other rook in and then push. Let's do that. Dark squared bishop is still blocked in. Okay, starts to push the pawns a wee little bit. Probably just move here. Well, yeah, I can't cover this pawn very well. I think this is our best move. Let me just make sure. Yeah, this move should be fine. And then we'll bring our other rook in and start pushing this pawn. Break things open in the center while we have both rooks on either the E and F files or the D and E files. We'll see. I'm thinking just go straight to E, but we'll see what happens. This might also, since he moved his pawn, we might also have a good chance to move our knight over here. But we can't really get a good fork at the moment, so maybe we'll worry about that later. Okay, he's threatening the bishop. Simply, I would like to keep my bishop here, so simplest thing would probably be to just push and defend. I could go here, but then that'd be blocking off my rooks, so I'd rather not do that. So let's just go ahead and defend. And then we'll bring our rooks over and start pushing right up the center. We're up a pawn, but other than that, I don't feel like we have any huge advantages. Looks like he's preparing to push the B pawn. Actually, we could take if he wanted to do that, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and prepare to push this pawn. Okay, decides to back up. Take. So we still maintain control over this spot. And that'd be, I mean, I don't want to help his bishop. His bishop's still going to be staring at this guy, so I feel like we're fine. Just make sure there's no better moves here. Yeah, not really. So let's push. He has to take, or else I'm going to take his knight. And then take with the rook. That would freak his queen out a little bit. But it might be better to take with the bishop, so that way we're targeting his rook. Let's see, if we go here... Yeah, I mean, he's got plenty of safe squares, so I don't think that's going to do much. Might be better for us to just take with the bishop. Let's see, if he went here, we could try to find a way to trap him. Not too sure. I think we should just take with the bishop. And then we can aim for this square too. Let's go ahead and do that. So now he's got to move the rook. Or just block. No, he can't block. You just take. Okay, it looks like he is getting a little greedy. He wants to go for the checkmate. We're not going to let that happen, obviously. But now the problem is he's double attacking our bishop while threatening a checkmate on us. Yeah, we have to address this. I think the only move, though, is to push. Or we can move over here. But yeah, that's just going to end up in the same predicament. It's too bad we can't take that knight. Yeah, I feel like we have to move here. There's nothing else we can do, right? Can't cover this pawn with anything else. Dang. Man, there's got to be something that we can do. Must be something. Man, I really wish we could take that guy. Yeah, we have to push this pawn. Let's see what else we could do. There's no way out of it. There's no way out of it. I just keep looking for a way to get out of this, but it's not working. I mean, we have to do this, I'm afraid. Push here, he takes. We move here. He has to move. Think, Toast, think. There must be something that we can do. If we go here, then he's just going to get us into a really tough spot. We have to make this move, which really stinks. Interesting. He decides to take the pawn. Really? So we might be okay. Let's see here. Take, and then he's threatening to go here. So we'll just leave our bishop. That way, if he takes, we can take him. And then he's not able to go here. And I think we'll be fine. Probably bring in the queen as backup, though. Wait, take. And then he can't go here. Right? I sure hope we're doing this correctly. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I guess that's game. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Man, he's making me pretty nervous for a good minute there. Yeah, he could have done some serious damage. Are all my blunders right there? They are. Other than that, no mistakes, no inaccuracies, just like 4 blunders in a row, it looks like. Let's go through it. Steinitz defense. Okay, we made the right moves. Won a pawn. Good. Okay, so the spot where we started to make some itsy bitsy mistakes was by pushing this pawn. Best move, maybe move here. Because that's just eliminating his threat, right? Then we could start pushing this pawn. Yeah, so I guess my biggest mistake was just underestimating this knight and queen, because they don't seem super close to the king, but yeah, a knight and queen could do some serious work when you have your open squares like this. So, okay, there is something I could have done. What was it? What was the best move? Here. Okay, so it's because he didn't actually have a checkmate on me. Yeah, I could have just moved away, and then he wouldn't have been able to take here. That makes sense. And his knight would have been hanging. Okay. Scary stuff, people. Scary stuff. But he blundered the queen. We were fine. Okay, let's see what we got today. We might go with the Sicilian, but we'll see. Carl Khan's been working out pretty well for us, but we're going to go with the Sicilian this time. Maybe Accelerated Dragon. Fun names, huh? He goes here. Wouldn't really like that. Probably just move away. Move up here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like next we should push this pawn and bring our knight to e7. So we do still have an outpost right here. He's looking to get his dark squared bishop out. Where's he going to go? Probably here. So let's prepare to move our knight. And if he does go here, we'll probably just block with the b pawn. Let our bishop out. We're doing pretty well, guys. We gotta be ready for a celebration. We're at 1356. I just saw my patience. Sorry, medical field. I just saw my opponent's ELO, and now I'm like, easy peasy. But that's why you never look at the ELO. You always want to just assume that whoever you're playing against is a grandmaster, so that way you play as best as possible. I gotta find those Skittles. I think my wife put them somewhere. Like, we're getting close. We're getting very close. Where the heck? Where'd she put them? I want my Skittles. I need my Skittles. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask her. Maybe they're in this drawer. Maybe on the bookshelf? Oh, yeah, so he does go for it. Well, let's see. Maybe we actually want to defend with the D pawn. I like to get a good fork on him, but yeah, let's do the D pawn actually, because I feel like our bishop will be a little more active on this diagonal instead of this one. I don't think that's right actually, but whatever. We're fine. I'm sure it's not that big of a difference. Could go here and threaten this pawn. I need to come up with some good ideas. Take, then move here. But I don't want my pawns double stacked right in the center. In fact, this is a good spot for the bishop, because now he can't really move his knight. Okay, take. If he takes us, we'll take back, and then we'll be in a not a great situation though. So now I think I'll protect with this pawn. So if he takes, we could just take here. I think that would be better. Well, yeah, I think that would be better. Let me just double check. Take. We could also just push and bring our pawn up here. But then he would move here. So let's go ahead and push our pawn now. There's a lot of tension in the center right now, but I think this this bishop's really going to help us out. Okay, decides to push. Starting to put the pressure on. Take. And then we move here. Might take with the knights, but if he does, I'm not too concerned. Might just take the pawn. Whoa! Coming in with the queen. Coming in hot. Okay, probably a good chance for us to finish our development. Move our knight. And then everything should be covered. And he has to move the queen, giving us a tempo. So let's do that. And then maybe now would be a good time to move our bishop. Because this is another guy that he could easily forget about. Put his queen here on accident. I mean, I'm really liking this bishop right now. He does not have very many great choices. He could go all the way over here, and then if we castle, he would have a threat, but I don't think that's a very huge threat. Not too worried about it. Yeah, he's just going to back up. Yeah, so I would have liked to place my bishop here before. We might still be able to do it. What if we move here and then bring out our bishop? And then we're just attacking from several angles. I kind of like that. He might just push the pawn. Let's see, where would he go? He's really running out of options, so I think I like that. I think we're going to push the knight, make him move even more, and then we're going to bring out our light squared bishop. So all of our pieces are active now. Maybe we'll bring out this knight in the future. What if we decided to take... That wouldn't really do much. All right. We have great control over these three squares. Maybe a potential fork in the future, although I'm not seeing a very easy way to get that done. Yeah, so we're going to have to move back anyway. Should we trade first? If we move back, then he might move his knight around. We're in kind of a bad spot, though, so it's probably best just to move back. Yeah, I think we got to move back here. Still need a castle at some point. He does too, though. It's a pretty even game so far, I feel like. We have to get our queen out. We'll see. We'll see. 1400 is on the horizon. New record is on the horizon. I think our highest ELO, like I said, was 1375. That's less than 20 away. It took forever to get back to all-time highs because I took a really long break from chess, but glad to see now that we're back, we're fully at it, and we're making some good progress. Toddler's asleep, so hopefully. Okay. Take, and then our knight will be hanging. I think the simplest thing to do here is just a castle. We could push him. That would get our queen out, but then we would have to find a new home for our knight. I think that's what we're going to do, just because we have both the queen and the dark squared bishop along the diagonal, and I would like to get rid of them. So let's go ahead and get him to back off a little bit. Then we could push more. That'd make him really ineffective, but I don't want to weaken my defense too much. So let's just go ahead and castle. Oh, shoot. I just saw this. Ah, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh, I should have seen that. Now I got to worry about this bishop. Yeah, that was not a great decision. Let's just try to get rid of him, and then we can get our other rook into the center. Make sure we're fine to do this. I think we are. So let's just get rid of him. And then a queen trade would help us out, I feel like, because then we could centralize our rook. He still hasn't castled. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think that's probably the best move. That was not great of me to do that, but here we are. It's very slowly melting. It's so delicious, ladies and gentlemen. So delicious. Let's see what he does. He only has one good move as far as I can tell. One decent move. Just want to get to 1400, please. 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 I just want my Skittles, please. Wherever they are. We better still have them around here somewhere. I think we do. I think my wife hid them. But I've had them for over 6 months now. Actually, it's got to be longer than that. It's got to be closer to a year. But they are not expired until October. So don't worry. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see if he goes for the queen trade. If he does, then that is very good. Very good for us. Whoa! What the? He just comes in like he owns the place. Okay. Probably get rid of this knight so that way he can't bring it in as backup. He's very exposed at the moment. I need to use that to my advantage. I'm thinking move here and then just bring my rook over and hope he doesn't see it, I guess. And then I could always bring my queen over here and defend, but yeah, this is kind of scary, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of scared. I'm a little afraid. These two pieces are completely useless. This guy's doing nothing. Wonder if we can use our knight at all. Not really. All right, well, let's attempt to go in for an attack. I'm assuming he's just going to bring his rook over, though. If he does, we'll bring our queen in, neutralize this attack. We'll see what he does. Man, that's too bad. One little thing like that can really throw off the game. Yeah, I should have just... perhaps gone here. I'm not sure. We'll do an analysis. Yeah, so he does start coming in for an attack. However, if we move here, then we can soon go here and get a checkmate. So let's threaten a checkmate. Even if he moves here, like, he'll be too late. He'll just be too late because we are one small step of him ahead of him. Ooh, you know what, though? If he takes and then we move here, I think he'll just move away. Yikes. Let's see. Let's see. Not good. Yeah, and that's exactly what he does. Dang it. Okay. We're going to get a checkmate. Don't worry, guys, but we got to figure out how to do it. Move here. He moves over here. He's got a knight, a bishop. He's just got so many pieces. Dang it, this game might be over. I don't see a great way we can get a checkmate on him. I mean, I don't think he has a checkmate on me. So at least there's that, but man, there's got to be something we can do. We got to bring in our knights. What to do, what to do. Move here. If we move here, then he takes with the queen. And then we can at least block. This is not looking good. I'm thinking we push. And then he takes, and then we block. It's just not a good position that we're in. I gotta get this knight in on the action, but there's no openings. Can't even go here. I could move over here and threaten to take his rook. But that's going to take a little bit too long for the situation that we're in, I feel like. Move over here, take. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're both getting pretty low on time, too. Okay, decides to come in for an attack. Come in for the attack. Come up here. He'll take... Let's see. Let's take him. And if he takes us, we can take him. Okay. Let's see. No other moves except going over here, and that is a not great idea, I feel like. Can neutralize his attack. I feel like that's our only option at this point. Yeah, this is just not going well. All right, we got to play quick. Come down to the wire. I think my house is haunted. He's letting his clock run down, though. Might get lucky. Okay. Think. Can't put him in check. I just gotta take. We gotta be quick, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta be quicker than him. Threaten his bishop. Yikes. That got real messy towards the end. Real messy. Not even towards the end. We were losing like the entire game, really. Played the closed Sicilian. I feel like our opening was decent, but I guess not. It was really not. I guess we just created too many holes in our defense. And then, yeah, this is where I really made a mistake. Okay, I am so confused. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so confused. I don't know. It's like this game's backwards for me. It's like, oh no, I missed it. And then it goes back up. And I'm like, oh, I can stop him. And then it goes back down. I guess I just didn't want the queen getting so close to my king. I think that's why I'm in such a bad situation here. Oh, he could have gotten a checkmate on me. Gone here. I can't really go anywhere. He's threatening to go here. And I can't stop him. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Well, so the biggest mistake on my part in that game was, I guess, right here. I mean, ultimately, it turned out to be. Because then I moved my dark squared bishop, and then his queen got in and just started to absolutely wreck my defense. I did catch up in the very end. But that was a little too close for comfort. Okay, what's our rating now? 1361. Toddler's still asleep. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. That way, I can ask my wife where the Skittles are. And then next time we play, hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's a wrap. Okay, he's going to play the Sicilian. Or not. What's the what's like the Fool's opening or something? Would he have to move? Oh no, he would need to do this. Or something. I don't really know. Anyway, this is not the Fool's opening. I could go here. Have him block off his queen. Or Yeah, that's not really going to do anything. So let's go ahead and place our knight here. Get a good outpost ready for it. And then I guess we'll just go with the King's Indian. Could go here. He tries to block, and then we just kind of sit here. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go with the King's Indian. Yeah. Close to 1400. I'm so excited. Okay, he's preparing to push his pawn. Weaken our knights, and then he can take this knight. So we might have to push this pawn instead. And then castle on the other side. Because, yeah, if he were to take... Okay, we still have a chance for a good outpost. Maybe we'll go here and then here. Because now we're wanting to castle this way on the king's side. So take. Then we have a really nice spot staring at the rook. He's also preparing to castle. Make sure he has no weaknesses we could take advantage of. I don't really see any, though. Let's go ahead and trade off these knights while we can. Because if he's castling kingside, it is a big help to get rid of this knight. Weaken this pawn. Okay, we're okay with that. Do we take the trade? It's only weakening his position, so I don't see why not. Okay. Let's see. Bring in the rook, maybe. I'm okay if he wants to triple up on his pawns. I'm perfectly fine with that. Have this pawn hanging at some point. Maybe go here. Make a trade. Yeah, let's just push our pawn up. And if he wants to triple up, then have at it, pal. Now he creates a closed game instead. Okay, well, not the biggest fan of that, but oh well. Let's go ahead and do a trade again. Ooh. Not bad, kid, not bad. Okay, yeah, we don't want to trade that. Problem is, our dark squared bishop is kind of useless right now. So trading that off might be fine. Let's trade it off, and hopefully he takes with the rook, and we can win this pawn. No, he takes with the queen. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to take this pawn. Ooh, if I could go here, then that would be amazing, but I don't really see that happening. I could move here, and then here, threatening to go here. But that seems like a lot of effort for something he's going to catch. Go here. It's not going to do anything. I feel like we have to, though. There's not really any other choices. Go here. Then here. Then bring in the queen. Or move here and then push. Let's do this. Let's prepare to move our knight over. He might just stop us by moving here. But he doesn't have any bishops, so I think it'd be okay to weaken our defenses a little bit. Just have to watch out for that knight. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, shoot. We'll see what he does. If he moves away, then great. I can take this little pawn. But then he take this pawn. So maybe defend this pawn, move the knight, bring in the queen, and just start attacking him like mad. Because right now, these two are basically pointless. I do kind of wish I could bring my other rook over, but we have such a closed game right now that everything I should try and focus on his king. Okay, so yeah, he's going to try to bring in the knight. That way he can make his own attack. Where's he going to go? Possibly here. But no good squares, really. So let's keep going. And then if he goes here, maybe we'll move back. Bring in the queen. We got to find out a good way to attack. Probably get the rook in on the action. So maybe we should go here, push our pawn, get the rook in, and then attack. That's what I'm thinking. So if we go here, we can't push this pawn. Let's do that. He might take this pawn. But if he does, then oh well, I guess. Honestly, I overlooked that, but I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. His rook is in too, though. It was a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. It was a mistake. Go here. Take. It just doesn't work. I could go here first and then try that. Let's do that because then we also have this option moving over here if we have to. I mean, this is just, like I said, it's a very close game. Got to find a good way to get in and attack. Let's double check. Take. What does that leave us with? A win? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just kind of go with the flow, you know. Just kind of go with what I feel is right. Toddler's still asleep. We're good. We're good. No rush. Yeah, I'll have to review that move. Okay, now I think we can push. If he doesn't take, then I don't know. Maybe we'll push up here. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's time we get our other rook in. Maybe even just do a rook lift, because if we want to attack his king with everything we've got, which is what we're trying to do, because he has a weak defense right now. I guess ours is also fairly weak. But if we do a rook lift, then maybe we'll be able to just take him out, you know. Take him to the cleaners, as they say. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know, man. He's thinking. He's thinking. Yeah, I'll probably push instead of taking. Because if I take, then you'll bring in his knight. We do not want that. We do not want that knight to come in. Take. 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 He can't take back. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. No. Almost to 1400. Please, John. I just want my Skittles, man. I just want my Skittles. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, every time I reach a new milestone, like 1200, 1300, 1400, then I eat a big pack of Skittles to celebrate our sponsor. I can't. Let's look. 1381. Okay. This guy's about the same level as us, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if he takes here. Bada bing. Bada boom. Ooh, yeah. What if he takes with his rook? Probably take with the knight, take, and then take with the queen. Huh? Huh? He just, what's the point of that? Okay. Well, we want to leave these two pawns here since they're trapping in his knight. So I'm thinking we move here. What was the point of that, though? Not too sure. Hard to say. Take. Maybe with the pawn. Take here. He takes, and then he's getting out anyway. I don't want to have to defend a pawn, though. Let's do it, and let's plan on doing a rook lift. Like I said, let's just attack him. Attack, attack, attack. He stole my idea. He is also going for the rook lift. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Can't go here. Could go here. No, we can't. I wish we could get that knight somehow. Dang it. Dang it, bruh. Dang it, bruh. If we go here, he takes, and then we also do a rook lift. I'm not sure. He's about to be up by 2 pawns, though. Two pawns. What to do? What to do? If we go here and he takes, and then we move over here, there's not going to be any point because then our queen isn't covering. So I think we just got to do our own rook lift. All right, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. We got to find some weaknesses, though. Man, my knight is just useless. Go here at some point. Let's just trade everything off. It's too much pressure. Too much for my tiny brain. So I'm thinking move here and then here. That would stop him from pushing forward, but I'm assuming he's going to push forward pretty soon anyway. Let's see. I don't like the way this is looking. Okay, brings out his queen, his king for some reason. Still thinking the same strategy. Can't go here. Or else that would just be a trade, and I don't feel like we have the means to deal with that right now. So yeah, let's prepare to go here. Now we can win this pawn. No, we can't. Sorry. I think this is going to be my last game just because, like, I can feel my brain starting to get fried. But we're doing fairly well on our... Ooh. Wait, what's the point of that? He's trying to take our queen? I don't really want a queen trade at the moment. So I think go here and then move here. Yeah, I don't really want a queen trade under these circumstances. So let's prepare to get our knight out. Hopefully get in a better position than we are currently. Win some pawns back. Then, yeah, this has got to be the last game because I'm out of it, bro. I'm out of it, bro. Ugh. Maybe he'll go here, and then we'll be able to fork him. But chances of that happening are extremely unlikely, unfortunately. But that's okay, you know? You know, Momo? What if we... Leave me alone. Block and then start attacking his king is what I'm thinking. Because his king's wide open at the moment. All right, we got to play a little quick. Let's go here, take this pawn, and then just start bullying him. Just start really pushing him around. Uh-oh. Now he's starting to scare me. Go here. Dang it. I was going to try and protect that knight, but I think it just did not work out well. All right. I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we're going to have to just trade off the queens. You make a pass pawn. Strongest chances over on this side. Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good, but let's just try our best. Make a pass pawn, stop these two from advancing. And hopefully we're going to survive this. Shoot. That's no bueno. Maybe we could get a draw if we're lucky. We got to come through here and take out this pawn. Stop the openings. Hopefully our pawn puzzles come through clutch for us right now. If he starts going over here, I think that would help us. Let's threaten to go here. This is close, ladies and gentlemen. This is very close. Okay, can't do anything in that situation. I think this might be a draw, maybe? Maybe. We'll see. If we're lucky, it's a draw. Because this game ain't going so hot. We'll see. Be ready to make a move. What's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? Can we pull it off? I think it's a draw. I think it's a draw. Shoot. Okay. If it was a draw, then we ruined it. But that will be interesting to see. Yeah. Unfortunate day. Man, we'll have to see. I was getting a little too excited. We'll see. Man, he made the right choice, though, if it was a draw and I just screwed up like that. Yeah, that's game. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. All right, let's do an analysis, see if we could pull that off. I should have just kept doing what I was doing. It was not a draw, though. It was not a draw. Computer doesn't really know what the right move is, though. Oh. And then he's going to get in. So my only choice is to back up. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all right. Maybe we will review that game really quick and then call that a wrap. Overall, we did jump up a little bit today. What are we at now? 1355. Is that where we were earlier? What were we at earlier today? I mean, as long as we make some progress, then I'm happy, but oh yeah, we're fine. All right, let's do a whoopsies. Let's do a very quick analysis. Oh, see where we screwed up. Holy cow. Well, duh. That was dumb. Weaken my position, and then, yeah, my plan to attack him with my rook just backfired, unfortunately. Opened up things on my side too much. I should have kept my pawn structure intact. Wasn't really sure what else to do here, though. Anyway, I'm going to go and call that a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, favorite, share, follow. Go check out our sponsors. We got Kirkland and Skittles. We will be eating the Skittles very soon. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.